students, welcome to Vidya Mirat. This video is made for class 8 on chapter number 6, squares and square roots, and today we are going to begin with exercise 6.1. Question number 1. What will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? Now we are given certain numbers. We need to find out when we square them, then what will be the number at its units place. So what we are going to do is, we don't have to multiply 81 into 81 or 272 into 272. Since we have to just find out its unit place, we will pick 1. Like 81, what is the unit place? 1. We will do 1 into 1. What are we getting? 1. So 1 will be at its units place. 272. So just multiply 2 into 2, which is there in the units place. It comes out to be 4. 799. Now here 9 into 9 is 81. So 1 is in the unit place and 8 is in the tens place. We need to consider only unit place. So answer will be 1. 3853. So 3 into 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 4, 16. So what will come at its units place? Only 6. 20387. Now 7 into 7, 49. So what will come at its unit place? Only 9. 99880. 0 into 0 is 0. 12796. 6 into 6, 36. So what is coming at its unit place? 6. 55555. 5 into 5, 25. Again at its unit place only 5 will come. So children, no need to multiply whole numbers. Now 12796, for example, the number is, you will multiply square of it. That will become very tedious because we have to just find its unit place. So just look and consider the unit place only. Just square it up and then you can come to know about its answer. The following numbers are not perfect squares. Give reason. Now remember the rule, we have done it earlier also. All natural numbers which are ending with either 0, 2, 3, 7 or 8, they are not perfect squares of any number. So we need to again look at its unit place. If its unit place is made up of either 0, 2, 3, 7 or 8, that number will not be the perfect square. So we will just write down the reasons now. The number is 1057. So what is the unit place here? 7s. That is why it is not a perfect square. So what you can do is, when you are asked for the reason, you can write this statement that all the natural numbers ending with digits 0, 2, 3, 7 and 8 are not perfect square, and since 1057 it has units place with 7, so it is not a perfect square. 23453, so it is ending with 3. 7928 ending with 8. 222222 ending with 2. 64000 ending with 0. 89722 ending with 2. So all these numbers, what are these? These are not the perfect square since its unit place is made up of, please remember the rule, 0, 2, 3, 7 and 8. 222000, it is ending with 0, so it is not a perfect square. 505050, now again it is ending with 0, so it is not a perfect square. Question number 3. The squares of which of the following would be odd numbers? So what is the question? We will square it. After squaring, we need to find out whether that number will be odd number or it will be an even number. So again, we are not going to multiply whole numbers like 431 into 431. We are not going to do that. We will just look at its unit place. What is in the unit place? 1. Now square it up. 1 into 1 is 1. So the number after squaring, it will end with 1. So if a number is ending with 1, it means it will be an odd number. Second, 2826. Just look at 6. What is 6? 6 into 6, 36. Ending with 6, and 6 is an even number. So when you multiply 2826 into 2826, you will come to an even number since it is ending with 6. 7779. So 9 into 9, 81. So that means the number will end with 1 only. If it is ending with 1, the square of the number will be odd number. 82004. 4 into 4, 16. So it is ending with 6. So 6 is a even number. So when you multiply 82004 multiply by 82004, the number which you get, the product which you will get, it will be an even number. So we are just coming to know about this answer with the help of units place. Question 4. Observe the following pattern and find the missing digits. Let's look at the pattern now. 11 square is equal to 121. 101 square is equal to 10201. 1001 square. Now there are two zeros. So what are we doing? In the case of 101, we are writing 10, then putting 2 and then moving reverse 01. Now there are two zeros. So we will write 100, we will write 2 and then move backwards 001. Now we have 1 and 4 zeros and 1 square. We have to fill the gap. So how many zeros should come between 1 and 2? 4 zeros. So what will be my answer? 1, 4 zeros, 2, 4 zeros, 1. In the next case, 1 and how many zeros are there? There are 6 zeros now in between 1. So how many zeros I will put? 1, 6 zeros, 2, then again 6 zeros and 1. That will be my answer. Observe the following pattern and supply the missing numbers. Now let us see the missing numbers here. Now here the pattern is 11 square is 121. 101 square is 10201. Okay. Now next number is 10101 square, that becomes 10203 and then reverse 0201. So what is happening? The 1 is coming 3 times, so I will end with 3. In case of 101 square, 1 was coming 2 times, so I will move till 2 and then move reverse. Now next 10101. How many ones are there? 4 ones. So I will write 102030 and then move backward 030201. In the next case, if you look at the pattern, it is going till 5 and moving reverse. So what will be my, how many ones should I write in the square form? There should come 5 ones. That means 10 10 10 10 1 the whole square. Using the given pattern, find the missing numbers. Let's look at the pattern and decide what will come in the missing place. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 3 square. 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square is equal to 7 square. 3 square plus 4 square plus 12 square is equal to 13 square. So what are we doing? If you look at these patterns, let us look at the first one. 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 3 square. So first number, second number, third number. If you look at the third number or the third pattern, it is related with the first and second. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. For the second case, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. For the third case, 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. So what will come in the next? 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. Next, 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. 6 multiplied by 7 is 42. Like that, we will continue. Now let us look at the right hand side or is equal to sign. For the first case, you have 3 square. How did you get 3 square? Next is 7 square, 13 square. We are just adding 1 in the third number. So my third number was 2 square. So that means I did 2 square plus 1 square. I got 3 square. 6 square, I want 7 square, that is 6 plus 1, 7 square. Then we have 12 square, so it will be 12 plus 1, 13 square. So what will come in the next blank? It is given us as 21. How did we get 21? And we know 4 5s is 20. So it is already 20 square. Let's look at the last one. 6 7s are 42. So 42 plus 1, it should come 43. So this is the way how we are going to do it. You can practice more such type of questions. Just see what is the pattern following and continue with that. Without adding, find the sum. This is very simple. You need to see that how many consecutive odd numbers are there. If you look at the first part, we have 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. How many total numbers are these? These are total 5 odd numbers. And the formula for this is, to find out their sum, we will just square the numbers. That means total numbers are 5. We will do 5 square. So their sum will be equal to 25. Next, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. How many these numbers are? These are 10 numbers. Now before applying the rule, you must see that it is the consecutive odd numbers. That means one after the other. We are starting from 1 and moving till 10 numbers, it is reaching to 19. So we will just do 10 square, which comes out to be 100. Next, third one, it is moving till 23. So till 19 there were 10 numbers. Whether 21 and 23, we are reaching to 12 odd numbers consecutively. So we will just do 12 square, that comes out to be 144. Express 49 as a sum of 7 odd numbers. We know the odd numbers, it should be consecutive in number. So we will just find out the odd numbers. We will always start from 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So till 13 they are 7 odd numbers, and when you add them together or to find out the sum, you will reach to 49. Similarly, we have to express 121 as the sum of 11 odd numbers. So we will move till 11, till 7 we reach to 13. So we just move further, it will be plus 15 plus 17 plus 19 and plus 21. You are reaching to 11 odd numbers and their sum will be equal to 121. How many numbers lie between squares of the following numbers? Now here we have a rule. Remember that the numbers should be consecutive. That means we have 12 and 13. So that is consecutive is plus 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13, and the rule is whenever you have a consecutive two numbers, just square the first number, multiply the first number with 2. You will get your number of squares that are lying between those numbers. Like, how many numbers between 12 square and 13 square? So what I will do is, I will multiply 2 into 12. So there will be 24 natural numbers. 25, 26. These are consecutive. So 2 into 25, 50. 99, 100. These are also consecutive. So 2 into 99 gives you 198 natural numbers. Now just don't keep writing the numbers between 12 square and 13 square. That will become very tedious and very problematic situation. Just apply this formula to find out the perfect square. That's all for this exercise, children. It was very easy, very simple exercise. Still do lots of practice. Basically, these are the shortcuts which you will be applying in future cases also. If you have any doubt in any of the parts, please mention in the comment section, or you can also email me. Thank you so much, children, for watching the video till the end. Very soon I am going to come with the next. Till then, see you, children. Goodbye. Take care.